What's up, Disney fans? My name is Jeff the Regular, and we are back at Epcot for the Festival of the Arts. It's actually the last week for farts. Yes, I just called it farts. Festival of the Arts, if you didn't know. Little inside funny joke here for our Disney fans, and for a Disney fan like me, I guess. But I need to actually, I don't have a pamphlet on me. I need to go grab a Festival of the Arts pamphlet. We're gonna go and get started. I went ahead and did a head count on all of it. They have 18 different food booths with 124 different food and beverage options. So let's get started. Okay, so obviously I had to stop by Club Cool. I got a pamphlet as well. I left the one that I had in the car from my previous visit. But like I was saying, there's 18 different food booths. There's 124 total of food and beverage options, which is crazy to even think about, especially for a festival that only lasts about 2 months. But other than that, I've been looking at all the choices and everything like that. I've had a few already on the menu. My favorite so far, which I'm not gonna get today because I've already had it, is the inspired grilled cheese. It's usually, if you're a frequent with the festivals, it's usually where like the Hawaii stand is. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. I want to say, nope, it's not Opening Bites. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, actually. But I mean, there's just so many freaking options. So let's go ahead and get started. I do need to also put more money on this gift card as well. A lot of these booths, heads up, they do not take cash. They do not like cash. Usually these festivals are cashless. They're turning into cashless. That's one thing that I do like a little bit, but it's also just kind of a pain, especially if you got a bunch of extra cash in your pocket. But you can always just switch it over to a gift card. Super easy, super plain. You can just recharge it, recharge it, recharge it. The more you dwindle down. I think I got like a $1.97 on this thing, so I'm about to go recharge it. That way I can get a couple snacks and show you guys just a little bit of the Festival of the Arts. Before we truly get started, this is going to be a huge lifesaver for you, especially if this is your first time going to a festival. All the festivals have these pamphlets. Make sure to pick one up. It's gonna definitely make your day easier. It's got numerous things listed. It's updating you on everything, even special finale performances. You know, Ashley Brown, Ainsley Melham, Susan Egan, James Monroe, Egelhart, numerous stuff, and then it's gonna go straight into the food and beverage as well. I missed a page, but it starts with Opening Bites this year. It's going to give you the title, and then it's also going to tell you where it's located. This year it's going to be in orange when it comes to the location right there in the top corner of the pages. For instance, Craftsman's Courtyard. It's the walkway between World Showcase and the Imagination Pavilion. So that's basically just going to be right over here to the left, down the stairs from the Imagination Pavilion. And then obviously we're gonna have, you know, Gourmet Landscapes. It's over in Canada. I mean, it's super easy, super helpful to navigate through when it comes to the World Showcase. Tap my screen on so I can actually see what I'm showing you guys. I mean, you name it. This is super helpful to have. Make sure you get one of these pamphlets. I'm not gonna lie, looking at the names of some of these beverages and food items, I'm going to butcher some of these so bad. Here we are, first stand, Fictional Victuals. We got beach oysters, plate of Impossible Bites, tea treat, pictures. We gotta love pictures. I'm a visual learner. Hopefully you guys are as well. And we got the upside down shake, which looks like no alcohol. And then we're gonna have a Rose Garden Red Ale for 6 or 12 ounce option, and then the upside down shake with alcohol, making it $12.50 rather than that $5.29 without the alcohol. Not really seeing anything on this list that I'm interested in, but when you go left into Mexico, which is the only correct way, that's what you're gonna find at Fictional Victuals. Next booth we have El Artista Hambriento. So we got chile relleno taco. I'm telling you, the butcher's gonna be rough today. And then tostada de cangrejo, passion fruit paleta, and of course you have those pictures down there as well. The pictures help me so much. It's a little bit deceiving when it comes to the portion size, I'm not gonna lie, but the pictures always help me. And we have a Mexican craft beer, the matcha-rita. I heard somebody a few weeks ago when it first opened up, somebody was yelling about the matcha-rita. So if you're into that, I'm definitely not, but he was raving about it. And then we have a perfect, which sounds like perfect with the Mexican accent. That's kind of funny. I like that. Perfect margarita for $16.75. I don't do mixed drinks, but if you're a margarita fan, definitely the place to get it. Here at El Artista Hambriento. No stand in Norway. Looks like we're gonna be moving on to China. Looks like we're gonna have the Painted Panda with General Tso's chicken shumai, char siu pork bun, egg tart, and then for beverages, we're gonna have strawberry bubble milk tea, standard bottle of water, which is way overpriced for $4.25. And then beverages with alcohol, it's gonna be Silk River hard lemonade. That sounds actually pretty refreshing. I don't know about the price point of $14.50, but then we're gonna have a butterfly blue with pea flower infused cocktail with vodka, light rum, lychee syrup, and crystal boba pearls. And then a dragon fruit lager with the 6 and 12 ounce options. I don't know. I don't think there's anything here for me here at the Painted Panda either, but that's what they have. If anything interests you at the Painted Panda. Once I actually do find something I want to get, I cannot forget to recharge the gift card. I cannot forget, or I'm gonna look like a fool at that register. We have found ourselves at the Refreshment Outpost, which it's mainly just gonna be for all the alcohol lovers out there. They do have an Artist Palette Jumbo Chocolate Chip Cookie, and you can consider that as a snack when it comes to the Disney dining plan as well for $5.79. That's not a bad price point at all. But when it comes to the beverages with alcohol, which I guess could be refreshing, I'm just not hot enough yet in my day for a nice cold beer. But they have a few options here where they have a Boyd and Blair Blood Orange Cosmo. These are all gonna be $12.50. That way I don't have to repeat that 4 times. But then they have a Parish Brewing Company Blueberry Maki, come on, Mochi, help me out, chat. And then Berliner Weiss, help me out again, chat. And then Brewlando Liquid Art Pilsner. That one sounds pretty good, actually. And then they have a Wicked Weed Brewing Abstract Blonde Ale. And it's pretty cool, too, how they list out all the different locations where they're from. We got Pennsylvania, Louisiana, Florida, and North Carolina. Hopefully, everyone is seeing something that you guys like. No dice for me so far. But like I said, there's a lot of food options, so a lot of availability for a lot of different people in this world, which is the whole point of Epcot, right? Showing different cultures and an appreciation for those cultures. But off to Germany. Up next, we're gonna find ourselves at the Pastoral Palette. Palette sounds German. I'm gonna go with that, actually. But the menu for this one is gonna be red wine braised beef short rib for $8.79. I think I'm gonna go for that one. I think that's what's gonna cause me to recharge the gift card today. I think that might be the first choice. Then we're gonna have Black Forest cake for $4.99. Those are both considered snacks, which is actually a pretty good deal. And of course, you're gonna have the pictures right there. That beef short rib looks really, really good. And then for the beverages, we're gonna have a Three Daughters Brewing Rosé Hard Cider, an 81 Bay Brewing Company Rosé Blonde Ale, Frozen Rosé, a Play on Rosé Flight, and then a Hexbaum Dazenstein Pinot Noir. Let's get that, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, how are we doing? Not too bad. Can I go ahead and get the beef short rib, please? Hello, how are we doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad.
One beef. Have a good day.
You too, appreciate that.
2 cakes.
Here we are. Overall, not a bad portion size at all for coming out to like $9.50. I went ahead, I wasn't aware of this actually, and hopefully you guys can learn from this as well, but I recharged the gift card with my card at the stand, like at the cash register where you can actually take an order. You can't do it with cash, but you can do it with the card. So that was pretty nice that I could have recharged my gift card that way. Granted, I could have just used my card and it would have been the same difference, but it feels like you're spending less money, of course, when you have that gift card. However, here's the beef short rib right here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a couple bites, and I'll give you a ranking right after that. I don't like to eat on camera. I don't like the videos where they eat on camera. I don't want to be one of those guys. So I'll be right back. Okay, before review time. very important matter. When you have a gift card, they also will let you know the balance remaining on that gift card. So yes, drinking around the world can get very hectic, but as long as you keep that most recent receipt, it's going to be very easy to know what the balance you have remaining on that gift card is, which for me is $21.97 now, which I did put $29.36 on there, but just remember, chat, $21.97 for the next booth. $21.97. Time for the review when it comes to the rib, the beef rib. Plain and simple, baby. 9 out of 10. Doesn't help that I was basically starving either, but that was actually really, really good. If, you know what? I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Because the only reason I docked 2 points off to making it a perfect snack here at the Festival of the Arts is it was just a little too lukewarm for me. It could have been warmer, but overall very, very good. I thought what was mashed potatoes, granted it could still be mashed potatoes, I'd have to look at the list actually, or the description of what that food item was, but it almost had a carrot taste, and at first I did not like it, but after a while, about halfway through, I was like, it's pretty good. But yeah, let's go with an 8 out of 10. It could have been a little bit more warmer of a dish. Flipped through it, I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. I just flipped through it. It was actually parsnip puree. I just had a squirrel go through my leg. Sorry if I jumped a little bit, but it's parsnip puree. That's wild. That tasted like carrots to me. I don't know, maybe they're a similar taste, but parsnip puree. Wow. Also a little bit upset with the pamphlet as well, because flipping through, I noticed that it starts with Canada and goes around with how they listed things in the pamphlet. Very upset with Disney on that one. If you're a true Disney fan, you know that you gotta go Mexico first. I mentioned that in every Epcot video. But now we are over here in basically Italy, and this is gonna be a lot of butchering with the words here, but we have El Arte di Mangiare. Let's go with that. And we have mozzarella fritta, polenta, pasticciata, sure. Raspberry spuma. I feel like I'm doing like I'm giving like a speech with like little to no prep back in college. But of course we have pictures as well. Pictures are gonna help you. My English is not going to help you at all. And when it comes to the beverages, Peroni Pilsner, Prosecco, Moscato, Chianti. I know how to say Chianti. Italian red sangria, Italian inspired margarita, and then we're gonna have a Sicilian sunrise. All looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass, let my stomach settle just a little bit from what I got over in the Germany pavilion. But not bad. I think if I did have to get anything here, it would be the mozzarella fritta though. That's gonna be right over here at El Arte de Mangiaria. Sure. Now we find ourselves at the artist table. And if I butcher any of these words, the vlog ends here. The artist table. Menu options, we got steakhouse lobster Caesar salad, peppercorn crusted strip loin, which sounds amazing. We got dark chocolate torte. I think tort maybe. We'll go with dark chocolate tort. Didn't think I was gonna butcher one at the America Pavilion, but here we are. And then beverages with alcohol, we got Camus Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley, California for $13. And then we have the Playa Linda Brewing Company Old Fashioned Playa Ale from Titusville, Florida. I've had that beer before. It's actually not that bad. It has a little bit of an aftertaste like Play-Doh. I didn't eat Play-Doh as a kid. It sounds like I do, just based off of what I said. But how Play-Doh smells, that's how this beer tastes. Let's put it that way. And I did say that the strip loin does sound really, really good. It is because I've had it before, but I am gonna go ahead and get it again. I don't want you guys to miss out. I wanna show you guys the portion size of this and what all it does have to offer here for the Festival of the Arts, for farts. So let's continue to get our fart on.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hello, can I go ahead and get that strip loin, please?
The strip loin and anything else?
That'll do. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Awesome, thank you. Okay, went ahead and found a little corner over in the American Pavilion, but here we are with the strip loin. It's actually really good sized portion. Once again, I think I've had this twice now. This is gonna be the third time. But you have, of course, your strip loin, asparagus, and you have your potatoes as well. So you really can't beat it for basically 10 bucks. It's basically a kid's meal, in my opinion. But just wanted to show you the portion size. Definitely one of my favorite snacks for farts of 2026. Looking at $21.97. Now we're looking at $12.08. That means I could get one, maybe two more snacks. But we are now in the Japanese pavilion, Japan pavilion, I should say. So we're a little over halfway. We've maybe passed, what, 7 booths, I think? So they're gonna be jam-packed in between Japan and Canada all the way over there. But let's go ahead and see what Japan has to offer right over here at Goshiki. I think that's how you say it. Like I said, hey, I'm gonna keep mentioning, it's a butcher shop over here with how I pronounce these words. Goshiki, right before you leave Japan and right before Morocco, we're gonna have some options here with taiyaki, sushi donut, which does not sound appealing at all. Then you have a Tokyo kawaii roll. I'll just go with you know what, probably kawaii. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Then we have a wagyu bun, and then for beverages we're gonna have a grapey apple boba, a Dasani bottled water, overpriced water of course. Then for beverages with alcohol, you're gonna have a Masu Sake, a sake flight with peach, mango, and strawberry flavored Nigori sake. Sake, however you want to say it. And then Yuzu Pineapple Punch, and then Crooked Can Brewing Company Wasabi IPA from Winter Garden, Florida. Man, I wasn't really sold on anything, but I am starting to think, maybe just because I've had 2 things without anything to drink, but that grapey apple boba sounds very interesting for $6.75. You know what, chat? Let's try it.
Hello, what can I get for you?
Hello. I'll go ahead and try that apple boba, please. Yeah. That should do it.
$6.75.
Hello, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Thank you. Awesome, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Dude, not cool. Come on, dude. Okay, take a sip. Take a sip. Don't touch me, bro. It's not a flower, big dog. Okay. Had to switch trash cans. Had a little buddy that was not behaving himself, if you catch my drift. So had to switch locations to try this grapey apple boba, which there's no like boba in it. It's just straight up liquid, which is kind of nice. I'm not like a huge fan of boba anyway. But let's go ahead and try this real quick. I don't mind drinking on camera. I don't like taking big bites on camera. But that is phenomenal. I give this a 10 out of 10. I wish it was a little bit colder, but it's still very, very refreshing. If you've ever had like a Pedialyte or like Electrolit grape flavor, 100% just like this. This is actually very, very good. 10 out of 10. Okay, so oh my gosh, I actually did lie to you. There is boba at the bottom. You just couldn't see it because of the color of the actual drink itself. That's a really cool taste, but let's see how the boba actually tastes here. There's the green apple. That's perfect. That's perfect. So the drink tastes grapey. And then the boba itself is green apple. That's actually pretty nice. I really only deal with boba when it comes to the Night Blossom over in Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is pretty nice. I wish it was a little bit colder, with it being a little bit more lukewarm, cold. I don't know, closer to room temperature or outside temperature. A little bit harder to get these bobas down. I don't know. The boba's got to be ice cold for me. But this is actually really good. Okay, we're gonna find ourselves in Morocco at the Tangerine Cafe Flavors of Medina, with the Moroccan wrap with tomato, cucumber relish, and garlic sauce served on warm Moroccan flatbread. We have 3 options, it looks like: charmoula chicken, Moroccan spice lamb, and a plant-based falafel, which based off the picture, it looks pretty good. I wanna say I've had this before. I wanna say that these stick around year round, I think, I'm pretty sure. Because I definitely have had the bread with assorted dips before. And this is an easy, cheap snack, people. I'm not gonna get it today because it's not part of Festival of the Arts. It is here year-round. It's gotta be, because this is the same menu that they've had for a while. But beverages with alcohol, they're gonna have a strawberry lime hard cider, a blueberry lavender hard cider, and then a pomegranate fizz hard cider, and a hard cider flight. And that's gonna be found right here at the Tangerine Cafe, Flavors of Medina. So far, so far, Norway and Morocco washes. They do not have Festival of the Art food booths. However, in between Morocco and France, we're gonna have Vibrante and Vivido, which is basically just gonna be vibrant Latin flavors, artfully plated in vivid color, is what it states in front of us right here. But for the menu, we're gonna have chorizo and potato empanada, a spicy ajiaco, hopefully I got that right, a spicy ajiaco soup, passion fruit filled mango cheesecake, and for the beverages, we're gonna have layered berry pina colada smoothie. And then beverages with alcohol, we're gonna have a layered berry pina colada smoothie, and then Collective Arts Brewing Guava Dream Blonde Ale from Hamilton, Ontario. Okay. I don't know how a beer from Ontario is gonna have a vibrant Latin flavor, but I'll trust you, Epcot. I'll trust you. It is that time of the vlog where I'm going to find myself in Paris. And I highly doubt that they're gonna have anything on the menu that I'm gonna like, especially when it comes to l'art de la cuisine française. Sure, I think that's how you say it, but I'm not gonna butcher it anymore. Menu is gonna be crème de brie and petite pain. Take your best gander with that one, ladies and gentlemen, because I have no clue on that. The other one I don't know either, but let's just go ahead and skip down to beverages. We're gonna have that bottled water. It's 25 cents cheaper for the Evian water. And then beverages with alcohol, we're gonna have a Chardonnay, and then we're going to have a rosé, and then a frozen French martini. So do with that, with the information, as you will. But there's nothing for me here at Cuisine Française, or whatever that word is. It's not easy butchering these words, guys, trust me. I make it look easy, but it's not easy. Okay, so far the UK, Norway, and Morocco are basically washes, unless you want to count this Joffrey's location here with the Pop Art Latte. That's going to be a Festival of the Arts exclusive. But other than that, those three countries so far are a wash when it comes to Festival of the Arts specific snacks and drinks. And just like that, we're going to be at our last country in the World Showcase. So we're going to be looking at gourmet landscapes. The menu items is going to be wild mushroom risotto, roasted bone marrow, citrus braised beet tartare. There's going to be some pictures for you right there. And then beverages with alcohol. Yep, beverages with alcohol. I thought that said something else for a second. I was like, no way, you're switching it up on me. Whole Hog Brewery Raspberry Charret Double Radler Schlumberger Cuvée Klimt Brut. I was about to say that sounds very German or Austrian. That makes sense, Austria. And then Orange Swift Abstract California Red Blend and a frozen Scotch cocktail. And once again, you'll find that at Gourmet Landscapes over in Canada, eh? So Canada was definitely the end-all be-all when it comes to the food booths in the World Showcase, but I have to show this one. Pop Eats. This is where you're gonna find that inspired grilled cheese. Don't know what that is, but you got grilled cheese served with tomato soup for $5.99, but for basically $1 more, you can get it with Black Forest ham, and then still with that tomato soup as well. There's the grilled cheese up top, and then you're gonna have that inspired grilled cheese down below. But for beverages with alcohol, you're gonna have that Gulfstream Brewing Company Pixel Perfect Pilsner, and you're gonna have that Blanc de Bleu Cuvée Maziao. As I'm guessing, hopefully I didn't butcher the very last one that I'm covering, with fruit juice filled pearls. that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as we have the monorail go by right behind me. I love that shot. That is one of the best shots that you can get over here at the Figment Pavilion. I know that's not the exact name of it, but I'm just gonna call it the Figment Pavilion. However, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm just a goofy guy doing regular things as a regular here at the Walt Disney World Parks, as always. I wanted to show you guys a little bit more, but I also want to leave a little bit to your own adventure when it comes to Festival of the Arts. Hopefully you're able to make it before it ends 2026, but if not, they always have it for the next year, 2027. I can't believe I'm saying that date out loud. But yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more on this channel. I love talking about all things Disney, so please come join me and come hang out. I'm Jeff the Regular, and I'll see you real soon.